Okay. So I got a nice quiet corner right here. You know, sometimes when you play the same course over and over again, you want to get a little bit of variety. Here's hole number 18, it's par 5 from the back tee. But from the ladies' tee, the forward tee, it would make a terrific par 4 for me, okay? So I'm going to play this as a nice short par 4. And actually, not that short. So it's about 380 from this position right here, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to check the card. So I know 4 wood, I got enough to make it up that hill. As you can see, this is pretty narrow, isn't it? So we got all kinds of junk on the right, all kinds of junk on the left, and many of you who play on a golf course that, you know, there's certain holes that have your number, right? So what you're thinking about is not putting it in trouble. So your brain has no idea the difference between do and don't. If you're saying, well, I'm always putting it into the woods on the right or the water on the right, don't put it in the water on the right, well, you're standing up here on the tee and you have a picture of the right side of the fairway. And now on top of that, you give your instincts, your central nervous system so much angst because you're saying, well, there's the trouble. Don't go there. And they're going, well, where do you want me to go? All I have is a picture in my mind of the darn woods and the water on the right-hand side. Well, that's not going to work very well, is it? So you always have to tell your central nervous system, your instincts, what you want. So for me, there's a telephone pole on the left side of the fairway and another telephone pole on the right side of the fairway. I'm gonna aim to the one on the left and swing toward the one on the right and draw it from the one on the right back to the left, and that should give me left center of the fairway, and I have a nice angle into this pin, which is on the right side of the green. And there's a big bunker on the right side of the green that I don't want to have to go over if the pin is tucked close to that. So that's my picture. So you're saying, oh man, don't hook it to the left because that's so close to the left side. Don't push it to the right because the right side is close. All this anxiety is backing you into a corner. So you got a choice. You can get it over with real quick, put a big score on your card, and try to drink it away. Or you could grab your courage and say, no, I want this. The only way I'm going to get that is if I set up like this. So I have a setup that matches that picture. Now, the only way I'm going to be able to pull this off is I have to be relaxed. Right now, I'm not too relaxed. Yeah, I'm going to have to feel this nice, effortless release, aren't I? There we go. So if I have that feel toward that telephone pole, I'm in business. So I'm lining up on the left pole, get slightly behind the ball, feel now that it's going toward the right pole. All I see is that right telephone pole in my mind, and I have a feel of a nice release toward that telephone pole. Let's see what happens. Sword release, telephone pole. Yes, sir. Just going to creep around, just a little left of the pole, but that's still fairway. Man, I'm happy with that. Let's go have a look. Now, you noticed in the last swing, I lost my balance a little bit. So on my way to this shot, I'm making my observations on the last swing that I did. So number one, did I stay with the telephone pole? Yeah, I did. I did pretty good. And did I release out there toward the pole? Yes, I did. And what was the strain level like? Well, my strain level was a hair high. How was my balance? I kind of fell off balance a little bit. And contact was good. And the rhythm was okay. All right, next shot. So you notice how I'm not going to dwell on that? It's extremely important that you don't have any knee-jerk reactions to what transpires with each swing. All your instincts need is just a simple observation. They already know how to stay in balance. You don't have to explain to your body, hey, I'm in balance. Balanced, yes, it feels balanced. Balanced, yes, it feels balanced. So my next swing already is going to be completely different. So I'm going to have a little 9-iron here. I like the 9-iron a lot. So I've got a spot in front of my ball. The pin's actually a little bit left. I'm going to aim for the pin, release it just to the right edge of the pin, to the corner of the roof of the clubhouse, which is about 2 yards to the right of the pin. Got my reference point right there. And I got the ball below my feet. Ah, now that's interesting. So I'm going to stay flat-footed on this one because I don't want to fall down the slope. And feel a nice release just to the right edge of that pin. If I stay in balance and I release to that spot, it won't go anywhere else. This thing about, hey, if the ball's below your feet, you got to expect it to go to the right. That's all baloney, okay? That's just you losing your balance and reacting to an out-of-balance condition that may cause it to go to the right. It could go to the left as well. I've seen a lot of people pull the heck out of these shots. So if I stay in balance, I feel secure on the back portion of the arches of my feet, go to my ball below the feet video, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. I've got a setup that matches the picture. Ball slightly back of center. Get behind the ball. Does that feel like I'm going to be releasing just to the right edge of that pin? Yes, it does. Right on that corner of the building. So I see the corner of the building just to the right of that flag. I still see it. Feel the weight. Feel a nice release towards the corner of that building. Here we go. Stayed wonderfully flat-footed. Oh, just caught the corner of that bunker on the left-hand side. Pulled it just slightly. There's your proof. It didn't go to the right, and I was trying to release it a tad to the right. So I fell just a little bit on my toes and reacted towards that. That's all that happened. Let's see if we can get up and down from the bunker. So there you have it. Just caught the lip of the bunker, came over here, just on the left side of the green, and got a nice little short bunker shot. Lie looks fine. So I want to land the sand right on the fringe, just on the left side, and let it take the break into the hole. I already see the fall lines going this way, and I know the ball needs to enter the hole from the left side. Yeah, I'm trying to sink this. Okay, so land it on the fringe, trickle, roll into the hole. Does this setup match the picture? Yes, it does. How much momentum do I need to toss the sand, skip the sand, onto that fringe? All I see now is where I want to land the ball in my mind, and I'm going to toss some sand onto that spot. Here we go. Lock, stock, and barrel in the hole. How about that? Here we go.
Great shot, Shawn.
Thanks, buddy.
Amazing.
That'll be nice for YouTube, won't it?
Right in the hole.
That's it. So there you have it. These new SM4s are awesome. That blade really felt good coming through the sand there with my 62 degree. So I guess I'm going to keep it. Just goes to show that when you've got the right focus and you've got the right attitude, amazing things can happen. So you notice we played the first par 5 and I missed an easy putt because, you know, I felt rushed, and we all do sometimes on the golf course. I'm trying to get out of the way of our patrons who paid their money, and I'm out on the golf course doing videos, so I needed to get out of the way from them. So, you know, you set up, you take the time, you notice what we did with the other short putts. I thought I put it exactly where I wanted to, and it didn't break, so it didn't go in, no big deal. Then I visualized my sand shot properly. It started in the direction I wanted to. It went a little bit over the fringe, but because I had the right direction, it hit the pin and it went into the hole. So, hey, I'll take that. Never get discouraged on the golf course. You have the very next shot could bring you right back in, give you an amazing boost of confidence, and off you go. You'll play beautifully for the rest of the round. I also recommend you stay with it, even though you're playing really crappy the front nine. You're saying, I'm out of it, I blew my handicap, I lost my match, whatever. Stay on that golf course and continue to massage your focus sequence. You say, I'm going to go there, it's going to start there, it's going to end there. Learn how to work the ball, draw and fade. It's extremely important that you do, okay? I teach this to my beginners in the third lesson. I show them how to draw and fade the ball, and then we'll pick one that feels comfortable and we'll stick with that for a while, but at least they know how to set up every time, okay? So if your setup matches the picture, and then you release and not steer into the picture. You give it that nice release into that picture. And you know what that release feels like, so you can recall and say, yeah, it's going to feel like that. Just let that happen. Then you really have a loaded weapon to play golf with. So I hope you enjoyed that, and we'll catch you in the next little video.